Hi, how you doing? Listen, I just wanted to, comment on the one lady's video that did a video to Mitt Romney about medical marijuana and the way he's been treating her as a friend. You got to expect that. I mean, after all, the guy's a freaking Mormon for one thing, and he's a Republican for another. Being a doctor obviously doesn't give one, I guess, logic enough to see what's happening to everybody here that is in pain and such. Why would you want to throw opiates at us and then accuse us of being addicts and then begrudge us medical marijuana? You know that doesn't make sense. They all know it doesn't make sense. They do it for the money. There's something there. They're making money somehow. They have
pharmaceutical companies.
Well, we know the pharmaceutical. That's my brother. We know the pharmacies are making the money. The pharmaceuticals are. What do they call them? The big pharma. We know they are. Of course they are. But here's one example of that. You go and get some antibiotics. Let's say some Keflax. It's going to cost you about $1 a tablet. Maybe more. Actually, probably about $5 now. I think it is. Because it might cost you close to $100 for 20. Yeah, it does. But you go and you get the exact same antibiotics for a horse at a veterinary supply. You're going to get about 100 to 1,000 tablets for $10. Yeah, I'm not kidding, man. That's how it works. My brother bought a new diecast car. I'll look at that later. Anyway.
No, it's for Nick's birthday. He likes vets.
So I just wanted to mention, young lady, that was a great video. You said some very pertinent things to old Mitt Romney. Why would you want to be friends? Why you were friends with that guy? I don't know. Maybe you're a Mormon. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, yes, it is. All religion is a bad thing, in my opinion. All religion are nothing but they're a psychosis. I call it the hero worship psychosis. Anybody who thinks that there's a single supreme magical creature existing somewhere that created everything in the universe, all the physical properties and everything else, gravity, black holes, quantum physics, gamma rays, all that, us, them, those, everything in a relative 7 days. If you believe that stuff, you're delusional, okay? You have to understand that's not logical. You have to understand, you have to know and realize, you must realize that when you think you hear voices and you think there's creatures like that, those are usually delusions created by schizophrenics. Okay? So, think about that for a minute. So let's not put religion into the medical marijuana thing, because that'll blow it all out of proportion, don't you think? Yeah. Let's just talk about medical marijuana and logically. I'm in a lot of pain all day, every day. I have scoliosis. I'm missing legs. Look, I don't have my legs. Is that crazy or what? So I'm in a lot of pain. I got a lot of things going, a lot of issues. Broken back, broken neck. And when I go to my doctor, they give me this contract for using narcotics, that if you use any illicit drugs, you get kicked off the program. If you take more than you're prescribed, you get kicked off the program. If there's anything in your urine, you have to give UAs up randomly or whatever. It's in the contract. I don't mind any of that. I don't want to abuse any of the opiates. I want them to be able to do the job they're supposed to do, because I'm in a lot of pain. If you abuse them, they're not going to do their freaking job. So I've been on methadone for years now. A doctor of mine, Dr. Mayhew Potla, here in Portland, Oregon, at what they call the Gateway Providence Clinic on 99th. I asked her about signing the sheet that says I have certain conditions. All she's doing is signing my medical record and saying it's true. I take that to the medical marijuana office and I get my card, along with my license. Right. Well, I mentioned that, and she comes back about a week later and says, listen, I want a UA. So I give her a UA. And then she says to me, they've asked me to tell you you can either take the medicine that we prescribe you, or you can take your medical marijuana, but you can't have both. And that doesn't make any sense, of course. So a couple weeks later, I get a call and says, listen, your UA showed up with marijuana in it. And I go, duh, I told you I'm on the medical marijuana program. She says, yeah, but that's breaking our contract, so I'm gonna sign off and disroll you from the clinic. You're no longer a patient here, and I'm no longer your doctor. I said, why? Because I asked you to sign the thing about medical marijuana because I mentioned it? You don't really think that I should be... Anyway, I tried to argue the point. They couldn't argue with me, of course. Medical marijuana is not an illicit drug. It's a medical... What's wrong with these doctors? Are they all crazy? These are the same doctors, of course, that drink wine at dinner and have wine before they go to bed and a nightcap when they get home, blah, 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 blah. Same doctors. I'm done. That was a great video, though. We'll see you later. Hope somebody answers. I want to know what you all think. It's that simple. They'll drink all the alcohol, they'll get drunk, nasty, won't ever tax that, but begrudge at the same time a guy in a lot of pain, begrudge him a little medical marijuana that is proven to help. So we'll see you later. Brings my blood pressure down. I have Meniere syndrome. It helps with that. Man, it's just the list can go on. So we'll see you later. Ciao.